Welcome back to CBS News 24/7. The Department of Justice is in the process of granting itself the authority to allow any lawyer to become a temporary immigration judge. So this comes after more than 100 immigration judges nationwide have been dismissed or left voluntarily since President Trump took office earlier this year. Former Assistant Chief Immigration Judge Jennifer Peyton joining us live now. Jennifer, thanks for being here. For background, you were one of those judges who was fired by the Justice Department just recently, in fact, in July. Talk about that first and foremost. You got the notice and you were cleared.
I was actually on vacation with my family. I received an email on July 3rd that had a letter with 3 sentences. There was no reason given for my termination. I don't know why I was fired to this day. I had outstanding performance reviews and was an excellent employee. The letter provided no cause for my termination.
So
And I'm
what
one of
happens?
many that was terminated, yes.
Right. So what happens now in your situation and for those that are getting those notices as well?
In my situation, because I had almost 9 years with the Department of Justice, I have already begun a lawsuit against the department challenging my termination without cause.
Let's talk about the training that goes into becoming an immigration judge. What does that caseload typically look like? I can only imagine.
The caseload is daunting, and since we've lost over 100 judges, closer to 130 if you count judges that have quit since January, it is even more daunting every day that more cases are added to the dockets. In terms of the training that the judges undergo, when they first are onboarded, they go through a week of in-court monitoring where they're reviewing cases. Then they have a minimum of 4-week curriculum that includes background in immigration law, how to use the technology, how to exercise proper decorum, how to assess cases and provide oral decisions. I was part of the group that trained the immigration judges. I've been training them since around 2022. I was the last ACIJ, or the supervisory immigration judge, to be fired. And now all the trainers that trained judges since 2021, 22 have all been terminated or otherwise reassigned or quit.
So tell us what's in this proposed regulation.
This proposed violation is, quite frankly, a little bit scary. What it notes is that they are going to give themselves, by they I mean the Department of Justice, permission to appoint temporary immigration judges. What is scary is that these judges don't necessarily need to have the same background or training. It's going to be a temporary appointment for up to 6 months. Right now, when a judge is appointed, they're appointed to a term of 2 years. This regulation notes that they'll receive, I believe it's comprehensive continuing training and support, which, quite frankly, with the backlog that is going through and the fact that all the trainers over the last several years have left by either being terminated or quit, that seems highly unlikely to happen. It is also not clear who, in fact, can be appointed. Quite frankly, if we are looking for ways to address the 3.8 million backlog, perhaps the administration shouldn't have fired over 100 judges since January of this year.
So if I am clear on this, you were the judge that was supposed to do the training. Is that correct?
Yes. I was one of the judges that performed the training for dozens, if not 100 plus immigration judges since 2022. Yes.
Okay, so then moving forward, who would train these lawyers?
I don't know. It's not going to be me, not going to be any of my co-trainers. I don't know who's going to be training or monitoring or even mentoring. One of the parts of the training that we did in the prior administration, and including under Trump 1, was that immigration judges were assigned mentors. Now the weight of the caseload on every immigration judge's shoulders is certainly stifling and suffocating. I don't know how they have time to do their own motions, no less train and mentor new temporary immigration judges.
So as the Department of Justice tries to loosen requirements for temporary immigration judges, you received a notice. You were fired in July. Where do things sit for you right now? What do you feel about all of this?
So I've said all along, I am going to be fine. I already have a job lined up. I start in a new week. In a week, this is my new office, as a matter of fact. I will be fine. I work for our country. This is yet another signal of this administration's desire to clench power by firing 100 judges for what I believe the administration perceives as political opinions and appointing even temporary or other immigrations judges to these positions. It seems that they are fishing and trying to create judges that will follow the president's dictates, which he has made very clear throughout his tenure in the office and outside of the Oval Office.
Jennifer Peyton, former Assistant Chief Immigration, appreciate your time today and your insight.
Thank you.